Chapter 1. Some nights when we look up to the moon it's full and bright, and other times it's just more of a silvery light. God, I can't even say that word. Let's make that, it's just rather a dim light, I guess. These changes in appearance are the phases of the moon. Not sure if I really want to start that way. Scrap this part. Whatever. But now that you've been staring at a moon time lapse for the last, 30 seconds, let me show you something. Okay, wait. Stop. Go back a little. Yeah. Right about now. This is the stage when the moon is back to its new moon starting position. And some say the new moon is symbolic of a new start, a clean slate, and yeah, it represents new beginnings. That's exactly the question that I haven't answered in quite a while, which is why I thought it's about time to do one of those sit-down update videos. Yeah, the only problem that I have is that I have some sort of track record for rambling on and on and on in these videos, which is why I thought the only way to really properly pull this off is to try and group my thoughts into some sort of phases, I guess. Yeah, hence the moon analogy, and that's why I forced you to watch a 30-second time lapse of the moon and its phases. And that brings us to, yeah, this phase right here in front of this beautiful, obnoxious wallpaper. But that's actually already phase number 3. Before that, we're gonna go back to phase number 1. You see what I did right there? Trying to sneak some Spanish into this video. God, okay. I guess it started in summer 2018, and when thinking back to last summer, there's one picture or one image that instantly popped back into my head, and it's this one. It's quite a special one because in this picture we're currently at the Fusion Festival in Germany, and all of a sudden, so we're in front of the stage and my phone starts ringing, and it's the recruitment manager of the creative agency in Amsterdam where I wanted to intern at. And I got like instantly nervous, and my instant reaction was to like run away from the crowd and the music as fast as I could. But at some point I realized that I only found myself getting closer to the next stage. I took the phone call and the connection was horrible, but so I pieced together the few words that I could understand, and so I basically got the job, and this kickstarted a 6-month-long ride at the creative agency in Amsterdam, right in Kennedy. And God, okay, so I'm not gonna go in depth about all of this because this would be a whole nother video, but it's been, okay, how would I describe this? It's been an intense, but also, okay, one of a kind sounds way too cheesy, but I'm lacking of the adjectives that would properly describe this, like, yeah. On my last day, when I headed off to the Christmas holidays, I took this one video which is just full of excitement and I was filled with accomplishment in that moment, but I also kind of felt like this guy. I don't know, do you see the resemblance?
Genie, you're free!
And that brings us to phase number 2, and this one started around Christmas time and I guess the New Year, when I was back home in Austria and I was spending lots of time with my nieces and nephews, which was much needed. And then at some point it was time for me to head back to Utrecht, and all of a sudden I found myself in this weird gray area, this in-between area, because my internship was done and my study abroad hadn't started yet. So I had this 1 month during which I still had to do like papers and like write some uni stuff, but it was this weird in-between thing, and it was like January, grayish, cold, and my mood was just like blah. Things got quite real though when I found myself on my last bike ride through Utrecht, because that was one of the problems that I needed to solve in the month. Where the heck am I gonna put my bike? Because it's quite the massive thing and I didn't want to just leave it out in the open. So one of my friends was graceful. Is that the word? No. Whatever. He was very kind and he gave my bike shelter. So my bike is currently here. And this is when I said bye to not only my bike, but to my life in Utrecht. And I still remember as if it was yesterday, because I was walking back home in the rain with nothing but a Albertine plastic bag to yield me from the water coming down on my face. Yeah, so that was a very dramatic way of describing the day when I left the Netherlands. I'm currently sitting in the hallway of my flat here in Bilbao in the north of Spain, which is where I'm currently doing my study abroad. And I bet most of you, or part of you, are probably gonna think, Bilbao? What? Because it's not like one of the main destinations that you would think of when talking about Spain. So I thought I'd help you out a little.
Bilbao is a city in the very north of Spain with a population of around 345,000. Little side note here, that's almost the same population size as Utrecht. However, compared to the flat Netherlands, this city is surrounded by mountains. And what I think makes this place quite special is actually the language. Besides speaking Spanish, they also speak Basque. And this is quite a distinctive language because it actually has no known connection to any other language, as you might hear. So if you're from Bilbao or you happen to have any insider tips on what to do and where to go here, then let me know. Thank you!
I'd imagine the first question that some of you would ask is, do I speak Spanish? And that's an easy one to answer, and it would be a definite no. Not really. I'm currently enrolled in a Spanish course, and so far I got like a few things like Me llamo Inés. Oh, by the way, so my Spanish teacher told me that my name Agnes in Spanish would be pronounced Inés. No clue if that's true, but it's better. Honestly, I prefer Inés over the way that Dutch people pronounce my name, which is just an awful Agnes. So I'll stick with this one. That actually reminds me of the first video that I did in the Netherlands, because I did a lot of hi.
Hi.
Inés. Hello.
Hi.
Inés.
My name is Hi.
Hello! Anyway, speaking of Spanish, I did take you along for the first time when I tried to put my Spanish skills in action here. Don't get your hopes up.
I'm super hungry and on my way to the grocery store. Let's go. Pregunta, ¿dónde están las patatas?
Patatas
yeah.
de matutano de freír arriba.
Gracias. Sí, gracias.
So besides trying to find potatoes, I guess during my first month here there were a few things that I learned, and I wanted to share some of those moments with you. So I learned that it's pinchos and not tapas here. That's a quite random one, but I learned how to change a tire, and that's always kind of handy. I learned how to do Spanish the other way around. How to do laundry the Spanish way, which is not so cool if you're not really that comfortable with heights. I learned that biking here isn't always a great idea because it's not as flat as the Netherlands, and if I hop on a bike, I risk looking a little like this. Alright. I don't know, it's like, I felt like this, I would just start off with a very low-key video just to like dip my feet into the YouTube waters again and kind of see where I'm going with this, but yeah, if you're interested in seeing a few shots with dogs in rain jackets, then that's what I can get you. Oh, speaking of dogs, okay, this is gonna be totally random, but so one of the things that you should probably know about me is that I always wanted to have a dog, literally since I was like, what, 4? And so my whole childhood I was trying to get a dog, and what I got was, I got cats, lots of cats, I got rabbits, and I got chickens as pets. All of those things, none of which were a dog. And now I found myself in a city which is literally obsessed with dogs. Okay, like I'm not exaggerating, around every corner you'll see all kinds of dog, cute, fluffy, everything. So it's like really teasing my desire to walk a dog, which is why I signed up for like a pet sitter website. So if you happen to know anyone who lives in Bilbao and who has a dog and who wants me to walk their dog,
Call now at 2789-689-333-212. That is 2789-689-333-212. This offer is for a limited time only.
Here I am. That would be cool. But let's see if the internet can get me a dog. And this brings me to the end of this video, and I talk like a flight attendant while doing my needs.